So guys, let me show you. I'm just very cautious where I'm walking because I sprained my ankle here last time I was here. But let me show you the termite houses. So these things are everywhere here, especially if you're driving, but even just close to township here. There's a whole bunch over there, back that way. There's one there. There's one there. There's just heaps and heaps and heaps of them. And most of them are like this dark brownish color. Bits of dirt. Look how tall they are. By the way, I don't know how many of you guys have actually seen it, but there's an Australian $50 note typo that has been an outburst, and it has been in the news a few weeks ago, really now. But it basically, in Australia, they've reprinted the $50 note and it had a spelling mistake in it. So it was printed 46 million times and it's been in the news and has been crazy. And one of the guys on site had a magnifying tool. So this is us really looking for that mistake. And it is, as they say, right through the writing behind the head. Umbrawarra Gorge. You can swim there. You're here. Interesting. Okay. So my darlings, I'll try not to smash. So right now I'm walking towards the what's it called, Umbrawarra Gorge, which is here in Northern Territory. I want to take a few photos, see if the drone works without any service or connection. It's pretty cool. So far I have seen on the road loads of wild horses, wild donkeys and huge buffaloes. So it's pretty interesting just running across the main highway really. So just be careful when you're driving. Check this out. Northern Territory is actually quite beautiful and there's a lot of different national parks here and incredible, ocean around Darwin, but really not just around Darwin, around many places. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on the road and see you in a bit. see some shots of me visiting Umbrawarra Gorge. Or it can also be called Umbrawarra Gorge Nature Park. It is a protected area in the Northern Territory and it is located 145 km south of Darwin and 115 km west of Katherine. So it's sort of in between, along the way on that road between Darwin and Katherine, 3 kilometers away from Pine Creek on the main road, and then you do a turn off the main road, main highway, and it's a 22 kilometer four-wheel drive track through a bit of dirt and mud and so on, but it's not very difficult, although do be wary when it's flooding because there are some ups and downs in the track. It is, as you can see, a beautifully isolated gorge with steep red cliffs and creek that runs through the gorge in the early to mid-dry season. A walking track winds alongside the creek to a large pool with a small sandy beach, and the rest of the gorge can only be reached by wading, swimming and rock hopping. So you can go rock climbing, but you also need some permits. You can, from where I was in the car park, you saw previously, you can do a little walk through the bush and it takes you to the sort of rock pool area, and you can swim there but obviously always keep your eyes open, but you can swim there. There is a little beach area as well, and it's just a cute little hideaway place. You can also actually camp there too for the night, but there are no water or obviously electricity facilities, but I did see some campers when I went there, so that is also an option if you're in the area and looking. Hey you guys, so just a quick update. It has been insane over here. They've been having bushfires, and apparently every time there's a bushfire at Pine Creek, because they do this every year because it's a controlled way to take care of the issue of too much dry plants, basically too many dry plants, they end up burning the Telstra tower. Like, not the actual tower, but the wires that are going to the tower. So then the whole of Pine Creek doesn't have service for like a week after that, because there's bushfires going on, all the wiring is down, there's like no emails, no phone service, all kinds of nonsense, crazy. And I actually literally just drove to Katherine for like an hour, as other guys been doing from work, to actually like catch up with people, well, like with my mom and stuff like that, with like people that are sending you, trying to communicate with you, and like check on my Toastmasters stuff and all that type of stuff, just so I can quickly check in, make sure everything's under control, mention to people that I'm not ignoring them, that there is like, I'm pretty remote right now and I can't talk, and drive back now. There's like bushfires all through the night and through the day. I feel pretty sorry for the animals, like all the animals running around and like flying around across the road, and there's always like birds flying like the, what are they called? They call them firebirds. But sometimes those eagles, like those firebirds, they actually start fires themselves, because that way the little animals and little insects, they crawl out of where they're hiding and then they can eat them. Also, there's like all the snakes are out as well because they're trying to escape, obviously. But that is, I guess, basically how things are done here. So I better drive back down, but I just wanted to quickly give you a little update. Although this is on the phone and it's actually recorded, but it's pretty insane sitting and experiencing that over here. And you know, it reminds you how much you rely on the phone and the internet. Like anything I don't understand, usually I just Google it on the phone quickly, and then I'm able to continue with my conversation, like at work, right? Because you can't completely always know every single thing that people are talking about, especially when you're just new in the industry and like you're only just starting out and learning all kinds of different things. And then, you know, your emails are linked with internet, so like we're able to send emails and like make phone calls and talk to people and communicate and search for stuff and reports, and like the guys out here, their Word and Excel and all that stuff is actually done through online, like the 356 Microsoft 356, something like that. It's just like an online license, so then they kind of want to access that. So it's pretty insane to kind of, and funny to like remember that is how things used to be done. Like even the hotels, motels, like none of the places in the Pine Creek town, like no one has internet service, Wi-Fi, like nothing. And all we do now is talk to each other and entertain ourselves with board games and such. So it's alright. It's alright. You get a lot done, I tell you that much. But it's also nice to be able to search for things when you don't know them or trying to research them, especially like if I'm putting together a speech or something like that for Toastmasters, and obviously staying in touch and communicating with the world and the people. Anyway, I better drive back, and because it's like getting late and you end up waking up at 5:30 over here so you can drive to work, because yeah, you just like work every day here, and it's like these crazy 12-hour shifts that you just get a lot done during. And it is pretty fun, it is pretty cool, and I'm learning a whole lot of stuff, and it's just very hands-on, and that is definitely what I need to improve my knowledge and skill set and abilities in this specific area of the industry. Let's just say that, because as you know, it's still, I'm only like, I've been working for this in this like new company only maybe like 5-6 months now, which is pretty good, definitely pretty good, but there's still much to learn, so definitely appreciating that as well. All right, catch you in a little bit.